Thank you, Mr. President and colleagues. I'm the second signer on this amendment, and I'd like to share a couple of thoughts with you as we move rapidly on through our agenda for the day. Paying a decent salary to elected officials is good public policy. And here's why. If the only people that can afford, if only people who can afford to serve by the fact of having a handsome pension or being independently wealthy or having a spouse that brings in a great income, you're limiting public service to a very narrow strata of our population. A very narrow strata of our population. Most folks have to work for a living, without doubt, unless they are endowed in some way with family money or had a very lucrative career. So who do we want serving and making policy, shaping the course that our state takes, shaping what we do for our families, for hardworking Georgians? I say to you, is it not preferable to have a broadly representative body of legislators up here under the Gold Dome? I say the answer is yes. Have a rich life experience. I mean, we've got some great life experience in this chamber, no question about it. I can start calling names and who fixed hands for a living for a long time, who did this, that, and the other, who served and did important legal cases, or who was in business, we've got a mix, but it is not reflective in terms of the income levels. As long as you keep these artificially low, what do we get, $50 a month for a pension for every year we served? Y'all added that up lately? Not an attractive benefit package, that's for sure. So what we're doing with keeping these very depressed levels of compensation for serving here is we're limiting who can choose this career path. And that means that our legislature, our policymakers, our committee chairs, our leadership in both chambers is highly limited to folks that can afford it, or who are just so used to starving they want to keep on starving, come up here and do public services and still not have any money. But if we paid a decent compensation, we broaden the pool of Georgians that can choose to come and be a part of our deliberative bodies. And I say we get better policy that way. So I'm strongly in favor of this. I didn't, like the colorful speaker that we just heard from, I didn't plan to stay this long either, Senator. Didn't know it when I started. And still hard to believe. I came in the 80s. Senator you just heard from came in the 70s. And I guess then the next crowd came in the 90s. We've got a couple of them here with us, Dean from the 15th. But we could do this, and other legislatures have done it. And reach back in your pocket and pull out that courage vote: wisdom, justice, moderation, and courage. And show a little courage on voting for a living wage being paid to our legislators. Thank you. I yield the well.